Hello. Looks like Camry. And we're actually up this time. So that's cool. What have they got? Let's see. Guard. Okay, they got 2 guards and a block on the tomb guards. 1 thrower who took Fend and a wrestle skeleton. Okay. And just to mention real quick, we have brought in a second skeleton so that I can't refuse to play them quite so much. That's the plan anyway. One of them is going to have to be on the field right from the start of this game. So, as was quite rightly pointed out, I was not really giving our skeleton a whole lot of playtime. So we're going to do that. Seeing as I guess when you play against Camry, you realise they're not unique. But I suppose outside of Camry, who kind of have their own skeletons, even though I believe they're the same. Not 100% sure because I haven't played as Camry before. Oh, an extra reroll. Okay. Anyway, yeah, even though they're kind of the same there, outside of Camry, who kind of have their own whole setup, the skeleton is unique among the other undeads. So vampires don't have them, and necromantic don't have them, which I always forget. Because they have so many different players, it makes sense that they don't have them. So it's nice for them to get a bit of playtime on our team. And you know, armor value 7 aside, they're not bad because the extra movement can actually be worth something. I still think the armor thing probably, you know, like the wisdomless people that have played this for years and years, even more so than I have. So I'm just trying to decide what's best to go for here. Let's go on defense. Anywho, I think it's been pretty widely accepted that they are not optimum of the choices. That said, I don't think that necessarily means that you are screwed if you take them. Now, of course, we're going to put Endless Nightjar on the bench for the moment because I want, as we're on defense, I just want some fodder that doesn't mind getting hit so much. I guess we'll put we'll put a birder as announced in the middle there, because I don't want our block getting taken off immediately. And we'll set up like this. I think we're going to leave out... does he have tackle? No, no tackle. So I'm going to leave the ghoul on so that we have... because I quite like to threaten this this team from the off. Good thing about having a completely new white is that you don't mind as much putting him on the front line. Been a bit unlucky recently, if you want to call it that, by getting 2 MVPs on our mummy, who is pretty much in a good place already, where we might prefer to have leveled up one of these guys, or maybe even the other mummy. So, but you know, I mean, that's complaining about a good thing, so it's a bit silly. So yeah, we get a birder as announced, holding the front line. We'll see how he does. So the big thing is, with the armor value 7, but also thick skull, he gets armor broken more, but he gets KO'd less. So he'll get stunned more often than zombies, who will get stunned on a, like an 8? Hang on, no, they'll get... You normally get stunned on a 7+, I think. 7 to 9, and I think he gets KO'd. I mean, you get KO'd from a 7 to a 9, or it might be 8 to a 10. I can't remember off the top of my head. Anyway, he's 1 less, so he actually does stay on the pitch more, depending on how armor broken he gets, if that makes sense. Oh, that's That's a horrific kickoff for him. But it was deep, on the plus side. But what makes it so bad is that both his ball handlers got stunned. They will be back next turn, so it could be worse. But obviously that's fairly terrible. And the reroll used on a frontline block, which is unfortunate. I think you'd probably want to... I don't know, would you drop this? I think you drop this guy back immediately, I'm not sure. He's okay in the end. Alright. And now this guy can move 2 squares instead of 1 square when he gets up as well. So movement 5 pretty nifty. Good argument for wrestle on him where you wouldn't necessarily want to take it on zombies. I think I've mentioned before why that is, because they can't... they don't have the advantage of being able to move quite so far once they've been wrestled down. What's nice about wrestle is that you could, like, say, wrestle one of these guys down and then next turn move off. Kind of away from them, but the zombie has a lot less ability to do that. He's not really protecting the ball. I mean, we can't get to the ball, but we can certainly send a team round, so... Yeah. Are our skeletons exactly the same? 5, 3, 2, 7. They've got to be, surely. 5, 3, 2, 7. Same skills? Yeah. So they'll get injured more, but they won't. They'll get KO'd less. Ultimately. Going in for the white. That kind of makes sense. Of course, the downside to Tomb Guardians, despite having so many of them, is that they don't come with Mighty Blow out of the box. And, you know, respect to my opponent, he's picked non-Mighty Blow skills to start with, which is kind of cool. They do have more movement as well, that's another advantage. But now we can just get these guys up and tie these guys up. Feeling like I want to hit this guy. Can I? Not without a GFI. Or I could just use this guy, of course. Let's come in here, because that does time up. Yeah, I think I do want to hit this guy. But let's send this ghoul through first. Gotta have that threat there. I think the white is just gonna stay back as a... sweeper. So I'll get my head going in a minute. Just a temporary sweeper at least. That's nice. Trying to time up as much as we can. No guard on this one, so this is safe. It would be safe anyway because we have our own guy. Okay, well that's fair. I think we'll just push him inwards. I think we'll actually drive all the way through to here. And we'll call it quits. So this is a pretty aggressive push, but this is Khemri we're playing against, so the chances of them picking up the ball and getting it all the way down here, unlikely. I'd have liked to have tied this guy up so he couldn't come help, but I didn't see a optimum way through. Sorry if my lighting's a bit weak. I don't Don't have it quite set up how I would normally right now. My wife used the one of the lights for doing some photography stuff the other day, so haven't got my stand back, so just kind of throwing the light on the table. And I think the camera's in a bit of a weird place as well, but it's all good. Okay, blitz here, fair enough. Does that free that guy up, or did that guy just come here? I think he just came here, right? No? That does free him up. That's right. So knocking him over would have been nice. Yeah, I think this is where you want to go. And he'll actually get to hit our mummy as well. But, how much other support is he going to put up there? He really needs this guy. Okay. That's blocked us off pretty effectively for the moment. Down goes But thankfully, he can get back again. I don't expect to see any blocking over here. Guard means it's 2 dice against on both. That would be some very elfy stuff to do. So he's got 1 spare player. Let's drop you in here. I think we'll actually drop you in here. So he picked up the ball, I didn't even notice that. I think we'll actually take this hit. We'll just stick on that. Oh, that's a nice bonus. I think that's a regen though. Nope, I'm misreading my... Because I kind of want to move this guy in as a threat into the middle of his formation. I probably should have got up here. I could hit this way, this way. Now if I hit this way, I could probably send somebody up to get on here. So let's just stand you up. Let's... Oh yeah, this. Okay, that's useful. Yes. Well, he was already dead, so now he's more dead. I hope he hey! I hope this doesn't cause him to do anything we'll regret. I don't think there's a way through here as well as I'd like there to be. His Tomb Guardians are actually nicely spread. How can I... Because I can't get over here. I could put an assist in here. Well, I could kind of get through here. So I can kind of do this. Now, which one do I want to do? Oh, this one, of course. Yeah, it's not as good as I would hope. Okay. Not what we were going for exactly, but not bad either. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it like this, actually. This isn't really a team where we need the sweeper per se, but these Tomb Guardians can kind of open up avenues for them, and if they get crazy, then we could regret. We could regret it. So he's already kind of opened that up a little bit. He can open up this one. He could open up this one. Like, he can knock a lot of guys over and make a passage for himself. Okay, he's just getting away to the other side of the field for now. But even better reason to keep this guy here. Okay, that makes sense. Don't think he can get to the swallow. Oh, that was risky. I wonder what the thinking was there. So he's only got 1 die on our strength 4, which is nice. So this is pretty reasonably sensible. He's got the ball safe enough, so take some hits. Yeah, he's got 2 stuns over here, so this side of the field is definitely looking a lot safer for him. That said, we do have these guys, but these guys are currently free. Okay, coming in for the blitz on what is one of the more dangerous threats to him. Just a push. Does he follow? No. Does he follow now? No. Oh, he wants to come and get an assist there. Fair enough. Hitting the ghoul, always nice. You can hit him into this Tomb Guardian, which gives him another swing, if he so wishes. That's a bit risky though, because you potentially... Well, it doesn't matter. He knocked him over. I was going to say, like... Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so we can kind of come back round a bit. Which I think makes sense. How far can we go here? Seems sensible. Yeah, we got 3 stuns right now, so... Not the perfect turn. Now we could... Oh, that seems tempting. That seems very tempting. So let's pop our zombie in here, because that... I mean, you could hit him and then run this guy, but it is a bit risky. Oh, that's a lot of dodging. Yeah, I think this gives a threat. Trying to decide where to blitz. Do I blitz here? Doesn't really seem worth it. So we got a 1 dice here. I think we've got to go and try and connect this mummy, because it'll be a pain to deal with. Very nice. And then I think I'm going to take this as a blitz. That is fine, because we can just move him out the way. And then... I kind of want to move him here. Let's move him here. This is awkward. Because we've got a white free over here, we've got a ghoul free over here, we've got a white free here, so, you know, we're keeping a zone of pressure. And this is a huge pain. Like, I'm not saying he can't deal with it at all, but we've got a strength 5 here. So probably he's going to go for the 1 dice blitz of his blitzer. I think that's what I'd be looking at. But, you know, we forced him into a 1 dice blitz, so, you know. Used up another reroll, which is great. That works for him now. And now this guy's free. Where's he going to run away to? That's the question now. What happened? Did I completely not realize that our guard zombie died? I think he did, didn't he? Wow. Did not notice that during our last match. I know we had a zombie die. Or maybe he's on a miss next. He might be on a miss next. Oh, that's good. And this is again where block is kind of nicer than wrestle in this particular circumstance because, you know, they can do themselves a disservice. Alright, let's see. You could get in contact, which would actually be very awkward again. You could also get in contact by coming through here. I think that's the play. Anything else we want to do first? I guess you can come up to here. We'll move you forwards as a bit of a threat. Interesting, I could try and take the mummy down and come through for the blitz, but I don't think we need to. You can just reposition to here. Very nice. And that makes it extra hard to take the mummy down next turn because this guy is KO'd. We'll pop you this side. I think we'll drop you up to here. Drop you up to here? Does that make any sense at all? Not really. Drop you in just behind, just in case they try some shenanigans. You can't really get through as of right now, so I think we're going to pop you here and have another one dice swing here. We're just going to push this guy away. And we're going to bring this guy back around. We'll take this one dice. Didn't pay off. But we keep him locked in place for the goal. So we're kind of beginning to close the trap now. Things are getting more and more difficult for him to get away from us, and that's kind of what we've been working towards. Oh, that was an interesting decision. I should have brought this guy one more up so he would... Oh, don't do this. So that was basically him going for trying to get an injury before he concedes, which is, you know, not really ideal. Okay, we've got 200k. You know what that means? That means we can... I said I would redo the stadium if that happened. Oh boy, the quail horse. Good news, ABC Bird has got the MVP. I'm actually okay with that, because if we can get him block as well, he's like pretty solid actually. Or of course you give him stand firm on a double and he becomes a flesh golem, but I don't really want to do that. I mean, maybe I'd think about it if we rolled a double. It'd probably just be easier if we don't roll a double. So yeah, that was going well. Even on armor breaks, but our armor breaks were more efficient. And obviously he had a bad kickoff, but I think that's just too early to concede. If you're going to concede. So let's see, does he get... Oh, well he didn't get any SPP anyway. I don't know, I think you get SPP for the stuff that you actually do. I'm 100% sure. So, and we're not going to be able to tell because he didn't really do anything. So, what that means is a couple of interesting level ups. There's no reason to give him an agility skill. A double I'd have taken. Oh, agility on the ghoul would be. Oh. But no, we rolled it the wrong way around. So yeah, we're not giving him agility. And unfortunately, 11 is the one that doesn't give you any other options. Movement, I'd 100% give him if he had rolled a 10. And strength, probably. Although, when you roll the... Nah, I probably would have gone for block on the double 6s. So, let's stop going on about that and think, what do we want? Probably stand firm here, right? I mean, grab's alright. Piling on is not great on a mummy. Because, you know, standing up takes the whole movement. Multiple block, no. Juggernaut, we're not fast enough to really make the most of that. And we're not going to blitz very much. Thick skull, yeah. As a free skill, it's fine. Strong arm, no. Yeah, it's stand firm. It's stand firm, and then probably next skill we would go for is grab. That's scary, isn't it? But stand firm is honestly really, really, really helpful on mummies. Even better if you have, you know, dodge or something. But so anyway, that's him sorted. He's kind of getting all the skills you'd want as a mummy. He's pretty much a done mummy at this stage. I don't even know what to do here. 9, okay. So, I mean, there's definitely a ton of options. Sidestep being one. Sidestep probably being the one we go for. I mean, there's lots of utility skills that could be useful for him, but there's a lot of games where we don't even put him on when he's not receiving. So, assuming you don't want, you know, so that means tackle, you're probably not going to use. I mean, we did put him on this time. We do put him on sometimes, but if we're against a team that has a ton of, you know, if we're against dwarfs or chaos dwarfs, we generally want to leave him off the field because we need him for the second half, right? So, like, strip ball and tackle, sometimes they'll be useful, but we'd rather have them on our whites. Or on our guy that isn't a ball carrier. On a ball carrier, I think we're looking at sidestep, or we're looking at... I mean, you could make an argument for sure feet or sprint to enhance our range, but sprint is dodgy without sure feet. Sure feet would give him a movement of 10 pretty solidly most of the time, which isn't bad, but I think sidestep makes sense initially because it's really helpful for dictating if you get into trouble. Really handy for dictating where you go. And if you're on defense and you need to block the sideline, obviously it's very strong. If you do like a sideline cage, also helpful. Like, not that I really try and do sideline cages, but sometimes you get desperate. You can also get yourself out of being blocked for a second time. People can't kind of come in and push you into multiple blocks. So yeah, I think that's the way to go. Yeah, and there we have it. So what we're going to do is remove this enhancement that has never taken effect. And I did have a thought, which may come back to bite us, but could be fun. As the referee rest area doesn't seem to be working for us, what about a Nuffle altar? Because then we can get star players for very cheap. And that's all star players. So we could potentially get the 2 secret weapon guys if we're down. And, you know, for very cheap and still have money left over. So I think I'm going to do this. Now, where it could come back to bite us is that other teams can also do this. So, you know. But it seems fun. Alright. And yes, the bird on the links is back. So we have our full team. We're looking good. 13-5-3. Really happy with that record overall. Honestly, yeah, we've had a couple of lucky ones and a couple of unlucky ones, so it probably balances out. Just for funsies, and seeing as this is going to be a short video, let's have a quick look at the competition. Oh, we're in the top 200. Not bad, considering we've played so few games. Identical record to another Undead team, interestingly. And a very nice, even 1500 team value. So yeah. Hang on, that's the 4090. Maybe it hasn't caught up with where we are. Yeah. So that might not actually be where we're placed. Sometimes it takes a little bit to catch up. Anyways, sorry for the short video again. I don't think I have time to play a second match. He got us just far enough to... It's really annoying when they concede like halfway through the first half, what we like half an hour in. So we're like effectively a third of a regular game in. And yeah, that's unfortunate. But you know, hopefully what you saw was enjoyable. It was a bit of a waste of time, wasn't it? But what can you do? I will... Should I do something just for another 20 minutes just to pass the time? I mean, not just to pass time, but just to... yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. So the Blood Bowl is done. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. But I'm going to... I'm just going to do like a quick battle Total War. Oh, I need to switch things in here as well. Total War. Which weirdly moves my camera. This is really just to fill out the end of the video. But hey, maybe it'll be fun as well. Just loading in. It should take a second. Yeah, it was a pity. It's always sad when you have a game like that, because I know it was going to be probably a frustrating game for my opponent, and I kind of felt like my opponent was, even before the unfortunates at the beginning, I kind of had a feeling that they were maybe less experienced, just because of how they kind of played, you know, set up and started the game and everything. The fact they took a reroll was unusual. So yeah, I kind of felt that anyway. So I think that was going to, even without that thing at the beginning, I think we were probably going to have a pretty solid game now. And it's always sad when you have that situation, you know, because you're like, oh, I can have a finally I can have a nice relaxing game, but it doesn't happen. So now for a game I'm terrible at. Against Yegg. We'll go Dark Elves and we'll load into our favorite build. Our only build. I'm kind of wondering about switching these guys out. I feel like they don't do a whole lot. What if I take them out and replace them with just bleak swords? That leaves me with another 1500. It's quite a big chunk of money to have. Could throw in some chariots. Let's do it. Oh boy, I've got almost 300 left. What can we upgrade a bit here? Can't upgrade the chariots, that's for sure. Let's up these guys. What does that give them? Not a lot, actually. What if we upgrade our bleak swords to actually make them a bit better? Yeah, it's much more useful for them. Could upgrade these guys as well. Yeah, you can go up twice. Okay, so just missing one thing on one of them. Okay. So we'll see how it goes, because I always feel like I kind of lose micro on the infantry units. So maybe having some nice chariots that can go around sniping stuff would be handy. Unfortunately, I can't tell what their bonus is. Let's see. I wonder if it's the poison attacks. Yes. So poison attacks off of those is pretty nice as well. I think this is probably a little hail favored. But that's mainly because, as far as I know, Dark Elves are not one of the higher tier, you know, armies. Okay, this looks like a pretty sensible area. Now, if they have any monstrous stuff, we need to remember to fire the chariots at it. I don't mind advancing through that forest. So, we'll kind of set up our army the way we normally do. I need to kind of off-center a little bit in case of spells. Like Burning Head and stuff like that. So, this time we're going to use the... Oh, this is the Witch Elves. Where did our swordsmen go? There they are. We'll use the swordsman on the flanks. Witch Elves in the middle. Group those guys together. I like to pop a couple of crossbows behind, just to pepper in, and then we put a couple of these guys on each side. To harass in an annoying way. And then I guess our Scourge Runner will just follow up the sides. I'm going to forget about that thing. It's in skirmish mode though, at least, so it'll run away of its own accord. That's not how it really is supposed to play, but what else? Let's get aggressive here. Okay, what have we got here? Lion chariots. Okay, so let's go pepper them down. Let's go do the same with them. Oops, and them. What have we got back here? Silver helm, spearman. Spearman, there's got to be something hiding somewhere. Okay, there is. Get out of that firepower. Okay, lots of shadow warriors. Let's actually move these guys over here. Come on, guys. There we go. Oh, you guys need to go that way a bit. Move her over. I think we're actually just going to move these guys forwards. Try and pressure into those archers. Whoa! So we've got two nobles here. Move our dark shards into the trees. What are you? Lion chariots. Let's go get their archmage. You guys will run away when you need to. See if we can take care of them. Hopefully we can get in there. Yeah, that's the way. And then we'll pop a soul stealer down once they get on me. Let's go after her. As per usual, our infantry is getting kind of massacred. Let's get out of there. You getting up? Go on, you know you can. Okay, we got in on these guys. Okay, he got up. Let's get over here, eh? No, let's get back over here. Where's that? There's our archmage. We got to take that archmage out. Okay, what are you guys doing? You're just... Okay, that's fine. Your archers are getting hit by the chariots, but our general is getting their general pretty good. Put in a damage resistance boost. See if we can get a soul stealer in on these guys. Go on, get him. Yeah, you keep going after them. Did you get a good breath attack in? Okay, you need to flee. That's gotta be them gone. Yeah, shattered. Nice. How are you doing? Doing alright. You're just kinda getting your breath back. Let's put you into chariot mode and start diving in here. Gotta clear out some of this. Nice. What are you guys doing? Chasing somebody down, I guess?
No mercy. Dread spears.
Supreme sorcery.
See if we can get another nice breath attack in here. Let's see, how about right there?
Hearken to me.
And then we'll dive in on him. Okay, I think we're pulling this back a bit.
Ever onward.
Need to get up in the sky, make sure their little thing here doesn't come back. See if we can break these spin. You know what? Let's chase these guys off. Okay, I think they're shattering. Let's get in here. Let's make sure those guys don't come back. A soul stealer right here would be nice.
I summon thee.
Go on, get him. Nice. Okay, I think we're chasing everything off okay. See if we can get a nice breath attack here. Probably not. Not really.
Do thy bidding.
Okay, those guys came back. That's not good.
Withdraw! Destroy! End them!
Okay, we chase them off again. Got to finish off these nobles one by one. Their chariots are being kind of a pain as well.
The merciless host!
Let's put you... let's see, you only have melee mode.
Slay them!
Go and get some good hits in before you go down.
Battle ready! Onwards to murder!
Okay, we've got another noble fleeing. These guys are fleeing. So what's our problem right now?
Dark Rider crossbows!
Is it that we're not chasing stuff off properly? Put you in melee mode, chase those guys off. Or that guy.
Nagarothi! Urafen! Slaughter them!
Gotta finish these chariots off.
We are ready!
Keep getting caught by that guy.
Urafen! Murder awaits! Onwards to murder! The merciless host! Going! End them!
I think we're doing better than it looks, but it's hard to tell.
Dark Rider crossbows!
We need to keep peppering this guy.
Supreme sorcery.
We got a Pyrrhic victory. It felt like he was still kind of in it, although I guess he realized that he wasn't going to be able to take this whole pocket down, because we'd have just dove him with our sorceress as we worked on him. Well, that was not bad actually. Oh, she got 5,000 value. That's ridiculous. I think I got some serious value off those soul stealers. Our infantry, well, these guys did well. So some of our swordsmen did alright. And our spears, you know, they kind of held in there. Witch elves didn't do great. One of them did alright. Our crossmen got no value at all. Beginning to wonder if they're worth it. I think the Dark Riders are just so much better. Yeah. Scourge Runner got 2,200. Wow, that's really solid. Now you know what? I played... That was pretty ridiculous. I played a crazy one the other day. Let's see... Where would it be? Replays... Well, maybe it didn't save it. Anyway, I played a crazy one the other day. It was pretty fun. That was like that. How are we doing for time? Dare I do another? You know what? 50 minutes could be a full game. We'll call it there. That was fun though. I'm beginning to just fractionally get micro a little bit better in that game, but it's taken me a while. But anyway, thanks for watching again. If you watched that interesting game, which I will obviously say I didn't do the best in, but I didn't do as bad as I used to do. So, okay. And I will catch you soon. Bye for now.